to Linda's Pantry. So today I'm going to make that kale soup I promised you in the last video, and I hope that it inspires you to stay along for this recipe. It's absolutely delicious. I'm going to show you my spin on it. Please take it and do it any way you like and put your own touch to it, and share it with your family and your friends. It's really delicious and it's so healthy and good for you. So that being said, somewhere along the line, if you like this video, maybe give me a thumbs up. Go over and visit my Facebook page. Like that page as well if you're on Facebook. And then you get notifications whenever I upload a video. And you also can join in on that conversation over there. It's pretty fun. All right, guys. I also will leave a link to my Wild Tree webpage down in the description box below. And you can go over there, look for some free recipes, explore the chance to become a rep, or just shop for all natural, all organic products. All right, guys, so let's go make some beautiful, delicious, organic kale soup. Okay, guys, so I am super excited that you decided to stay because this soup goes together easy for a weeknight. There's really no rhyme or reason or rules to what you put in there. This is just what I'm doing tonight. So, what I've got here is large onion I've chopped up, about 3 large garlic cloves. I've got I had some organic shredded carrots that I needed to use up. There's about a cup, and I'm doing that for some added sweetness. And I also had some mushrooms that needed to be used. That's going to add 100% of your vitamin D back in to your diet. Super easy, delicious. It goes wonderful in this recipe. I've got some beef broth over here, my organic kale, and it's already been, it says cut, washed, and ready to use. I sort through this and re-rinse it, so I'll do that before we're adding it to our soup. And I didn't have any canned cannellini or white beans, so I've got some that I cooked and then dehydrated, so they'll rehydrate really fast. And then this is one of our favorite marinara sauces. This is Victoria All Natural Marinara. It absolutely is delicious. It's I got it at Costco in a pair, but I'm just really impressed with the flavor. So, and that's about all you're gonna do. You're just really chopping and dropping. So I'm putting that, I'm gonna take this to work tomorrow, and all of us are really watching what we're eating. So this will be a low-calorie, high vitamin content kind of meal. So I'm going to start this on high, get that started so we can saute these vegetables. I'm going to put down some olive oil because of the Italian flair. Just about, a tablespoon or so to get it going. And I'm not going to add any sodium to this mix at all. Wow, that got hot fast. So we're going to go ahead and add down the onions. Get those sweating. Dang. Holy mackerel. This induction cooktop really gets hot quickly. So we're going to get that put down in there and let these vegetables sweat a little bit. I don't really want them cooked through necessarily, but I definitely want them, softened up. There we go. Now a lot of people will add sausage to this. I'm going to turn this down. We're going to leave the meat out of it, and we're going to get the protein from the vegetables and the beans, and that'll be delicious. So I've got some thyme here that has actually had a chance to dry in the crisper, which is just fine because all I have to do is kind of take it right off the stem there. It still has that real fresh, fragrant flavor, which is nice. And I really like added thyme to this, as well as some Italian seasoning. I'm not going to add salt because trying to cut down on a little sodium. And there's sodium in the beef broth, and there's a little bit of sodium in this, not a lot. Let's see what's in here. This has some, I don't see a need to add any added salt to it. So we're gonna leave that out. We're gonna add about, a good healthy tablespoon of Italian seasoning. I like Wild Tree spaghetti blend. So if I had that on hand, that's exactly what I would use to add that delicious Italian flavoring. And I'm just gonna let these sweat. I'll bring you back when I'm a little further along, and I'll bring you a little closer. All right, so now we've got these sweated down pretty good. We're gonna add a little bit of the beef stock. I don't need a whole quart. But use, a brand that you trust and like. I'll probably add about maybe 2 cups of that. I'm gonna add my marinara, because remember, our dehydrated beans have to rehydrate. And we'll add a little bit of the beef stock into that jar to clean that out. Put that lid on and just cleans out all the excess liquid. And actually, maybe I will, now that I'm looking at it, I might actually add the rest of that. It's going to kind of deglaze this pan too. Oh, it smells good already. Okay. Go ahead and add the remainder of that quart. So we've got a quart of stock. We've got a pile of kale to go down in here. And I'm not going to add a huge amount of beans. Like maybe for the whole thing, let's say a cup. Because they're going to rehydrate. And there we go. I think that's good. And now it's time for the kale. And it looks like an enormous amount of kale. Let me show you. That's a pile of kale. But it's going to cook down into this delicious soup, and you're going to want every bit of it. So now my garlic is also going in, and my spices that I've got. And here goes all that kale. I re-washed it, put it through the salad spinner, got the, the really big stem pieces, because they don't really pick through it as well as I do, like when you get a bundle of kale. And we're going to let this come up to a boil and let it simmer for about 20-25 minutes while you go get, stuff ready for the next day. Your soup is cooking. This is a great weeknight meal because you can really put it together from what you have in your pantry or food storage, whatever you prefer to call it, and make this hearty, delicious, very satisfying meal without any problems. Alright guys, I will bring you back when this has had a chance to wilt down and the kale is cooked down. And I actually might add a little bit more of the broth or some water. Alright, but we'll let it go first. I'll be back. Alright you guys, I'm just about ready to serve this up. Look at how delicious that looks. This has been simmering now for about 15 minutes, and I'm going to let it simmer for another 5 or 10. I want that kale kind of soft. I really want all these vegetables to break down a little bit. I will tell you that I added a can of stewed tomatoes because I just felt like it needed a little more texture. You could add diced tomatoes. You could make this a huge pot, and I'm going to be feeding quite a few people, so want to make sure that I have enough, and I want to also make sure that I've got these white beans that I dehydrated have now rehydrated. So we're going to put this on a spoon. That's a white bean right there. Let's take a bite of that and see if it's rehydrated enough. Perfect. Wow, that is amazing. I highly recommend that you guys go over and check out that video. I actually, you know, I soaked the beans, cooked them, long cook, let them cook, and then rehydrate or dehydrate them on your dehydrator. And then you have almost like an semi-instant bean available to you that isn't canned in a bunch of sodium or starchy liquid. And I love canned beans too, though. You know, I do my own. Anyway, so I'll bring you back when we're giving this a taste test because it is gorgeous. All right, guys, finally this soup is ready. And it doesn't take that long, but I got a phone call, and so now I'm like really hungry and I can't wait. It smells fabulous. Fabulous. Okay, so this is such a healthy soup to have, and it's really inexpensive if you think about it. Organic kale is not that expensive. You can get a bundle of kale for $2 and make 2 pots of this soup, or like I bought that package of organic kale. And you've got some veggies. These were leftover vegetables, so it's absolutely beautiful. We're gonna add this into our bowl right now. And I like a thick and hearty soup, so I'm not gonna worry about how thick this is. Oh, it smells amazing. And truly, if you're watching what you're eating, I don't see a reason why you can't have all you want. Now, I think you need to come in for a close-up. That's what I think, because I don't think there's any other way to do this. Okay, let's get you in there. Okay, oof, doesn't that look good? And I really like the addition of the carrots, because carrots add that little layer of sweetness, and it just, the kale has that really distinctive flavor. A little fresh Parmigiani Reggiano. And because I've been keeping away from bread, you could actually have a little crostini with some melted cheese. But what about a couple little croutons here? Just to give you that feel. Just a crouton or two. And there you go. You can have this by itself with chicken breast, whatever you like. I truly hope that this inspires you to make this meal. I'm going to give this a taste, as hot as it looks. Look at that. Big old piece of kale, some cheese. Oh, it smells amazing. Okay, here we go. That is awesome. Absolutely delicious. You're not going to miss any meat out of this at all. It's so hearty and flavorful and so figure friendly to have. I hope that this inspires you to try a little kale soup on your own and do it this, it's kind of a Tuscan version for me. I do a couple of different versions of this, but this is really a good one. This is one I'm testing to send up with my husband as a crock pot meal, so I hope you stay tuned for that because I'm going to put a little different spin on it. But truly, guys, try it. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. If you really like it, go post it on your Facebook page because everybody loves a healthy, hearty soup. All right, guys, especially fresh and organic.